Nom, 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 nom. Hello, everybody. I haven't spoken on a video in a while. I'm gonna try and make that a habit. Actually, I don't really want to speak too much on a video anymore, unless I absolutely have to, because something cool could happen or whatever. You can't really see me so great in the light, but you can see me enough. And kind of want to get that fire in this shot more so because it's just so nice. Probably have enough firewood there for about a 2 hour, maybe 2.5 hour fire. Because I always make the mistake of doing a big rager of a fire. There's no need for it. Yeah, the wind tonight is perfect. I hope it stays this way. The wind will really keep this fire going at the perfect level, and I won't have to tend to it too much. Won't have to put in too much effort myself. So I'm hoping hoping the wind stays as is. So far, it's been very, very good. I started that quite early. It was daylight when I started, probably about 8 o'clock, maybe. It's 10 o'clock now, maybe. I could check, but my phone's all the way buried in my pocket, so I'm not going to check. Okay, I'll check. What time is it actually? It's 9:45. 9:45. Or Americans, I think, say 10:15. I never knew what they meant because they just say 9:15, 10:15. And I'm like, is that 2:45 or 1/4 But then I think I've always heard them say 1/4 if they do say it. So it must mean 1:45, I think. Well, anyway, came out tonight. All week long it's been very hot. Even if it wasn't sunny, it's been so hot. Last night, for example, this time 24 hours ago, it was 22 degrees. And I've explained this before, like if you're Irish or British Isles or Western Europe, you're like, oh my god, 22 degrees is unbelievable. And then other people from other countries are like, 22 degrees is nothing, 22 degrees Celsius, by the way. And they're like, that's nothing. It's actually not the temperature, it's the humidity. That's what makes it so incredibly hot. Like 22 degrees on this island is sweltering. I couldn't sleep last night. I had to turn on the fan. I sprayed some water on my skin, turn on the fan. It was hard to breathe, hard to sleep. It was that hot at night time, like. And it was supposed to be a heat wave on the way. That's what the weather forecast said, but Irish weather forecasts, you trust that about as much as you trust an email from a Nigerian prince, you know. So it's like I came out here tonight with no tent and no 3-season bag. I brought a 1-season bag. I brought a summer bag. It's basically a bed sheet over here. It's what I normally use as a kind of a bivvy for outside my other bag. I probably have three other bags at home, and I use this as a bivvy. So I thought it'd be fine because it was so hot last night. But then the weather just suddenly changed. The temperature dropped. Started raining. I hope it rains again because I like the sound of the rain on the tarp. You know, I always love that. It happened earlier and it was really nice. I filmed some of it, so it'll be in the beginning of this video. I do like the sound of it, but I especially like it when it's dark and there's a fire going. You know, it starts, lightly raining. Like we call it like spitting. Like when it's, all day long it just kind of starts and stops, and it's never heavy rain. So the likes of like firewood and so on, you've nothing to worry about. It doesn't get too wet. It just gets kind of a glaze on it. If I was to show you the top of the tarp, you'd see what I mean. You won't be able to see it right now because it's too dark. But it's like, just a light misty rain. And then for a couple of minutes, you get actual droplets. It's the perfect rain when it happens. So I hope it happens again later. And if it does while the fire's going, I'll film 20-30 seconds of it because I just do love the sound of it. A lot of the guys that I subscribe to on YouTube, they make 2-hour-long videos of that stuff. They set the camera on when they went to sleep or something, and they just film this. You don't actually see anything. You're just seeing a forest or a fire or whatever it is, but it's the sound of rain falling on a rooftop tarp or whatever. Some of the Canadian guys, they get such amazing winters. They get amazing summers, but they get amazing winters too. It always snows. I love the snow. I've only gone snow camping once in the last 4 years. It's not by choice. It just the snow doesn't stick here. It does snow. It snows almost every year, but not very much. And some people just film that, like just the snow falling, and I think it looks amazing. I personally could watch it for hours, like. So, yeah, if it does rain again later on, I'll film it for a little while. Yeah, so came out basically very unprepared because it was supposed to be a certain kind of trip. That's why I didn't bring. I thought I'll sleep under an open tarp. I've done that lots of times. It's August, it's the 2nd of August. Today's the 2nd of August. So, and the weather's been great all week, and I know I can see the cold coming out of my breath. Actually, it's pretty cold out here, and I didn't bring a jacket. I left the house. It was actually kind of warm. I left the house, and I was expected to be warm, so I didn't bring a jacket. I brought an extra jumper, like a hoodie, so I won't get too cold. But I didn't bring my under thermals either, so I hope the temperature doesn't plummet because I'll be screwed. I'll have to wake up, cut firewood, get a fire going, and I'd be afraid to go to sleep in it. I'd be afraid the temperature drops down. I have no clothing to speak of, basically. But I don't think that'll happen. I think it'll be okay. And it was supposed to be a hot night, and it turned out not to be a hot night. So, blame it on the weather, man. It was a very light pack, actually. I brought the 50-litre bag, so as opposed to the 100-litre bag I usually, that's the biggest one I have. So I packed almost nothing when I came out here. Still brought some stuff that I almost never need. There's certain just in case sort of stuff, and I always pack that. First aid kit, for example, you don't want to be without it. I've only ever needed it once in whatever since I put that kit together. It's been like 4 or 5 years when I ever needed it once. Made a video about that when I nearly chopped my thumb off, and that's it. But you always bring it. You have to bring it. It's getting bigger and bigger. This first aid kit now. Recently, I've added antihistamines and an anti-inflammatory cream, because if you check my video 3 videos ago, I got eaten, man. I got bitten alive all around, almost like a belt around my waistline. It was like 6 or 7 bites. I had to go to the doctor. And the doctor said they were spider bites. Bitten by spiders. They were obviously, could have been the same spider, who knows, crawling around me, bit me. They came up like pimples, swollen, sore, really sore to the touch, really sore to the, right on the belt line, obviously, it's if it wasn't for the belt, they probably would have went lower. So it's a good thing that it wasn't as bad as it could have been. So yeah, that's my phone. So I'll check back in later, show you what the place looks like tomorrow. Check back in later. Hopefully nothing happens. Or if something does happen, I hope it's something interesting and not something that freaks me out. Yeah, it's a nice spot actually. I'm in a very nice spot. No water nearby. There's a creek down the road, and there's a couple of ponds, but it's summertime and all the hedges and weeds and all that overgrown. Never looks good. I camped here actually I think it was last November maybe. I've camped here since then, but November, and all that vegetation is dead, and then the ponds look really nice, but not right now. I passed them on the way in. They don't look very good. You can actually barely tell it is because the weeds are so high and so on. You can't really see, but it's the only thing this kind of spot is missing. When you're on a body of water, you can see the water as well as the fire. That's heaven. That's the best of the best. So, yeah, we'll check back in if it starts raining or for any other reason, and hope everybody's enjoying their summer and their Friday nights, whatever they're doing. By the time you see this, it'll probably be Sunday or Monday, but right now it's Friday night, 2nd of August. Yeah. Okay, cool. See you later. Say goodbye to the fire. Bye, fire. The Doors. Jim Morrison.